Welcome back to the Code With Me video for Section 3, Adding HTML Audio. This is the last video in Chapter 6. After this, everything for Chapter 6 is done. If you don't already have your index file for the Travel Town folder opened up, please go ahead and open it up, both in brackets and the index file in your browser, because we're going to be adding an audio aspect to it as well. So the first thing we want to do is, after the closing video tag, tap Enter to create a new line and add the following text. Okay, make sure it's spelled birds right. I'm going to modify this to make it a little easier to work with. All right, we've added that. Next thing we're going to do is add an audio aspect to the page. And just like the video tag, we're going to be using the audio tag. Nice and easy, right? Audio. Luckily, audio and video share a lot of the same concepts. So in this case, we're going to be using the SRC multimedia file. And in this case, we're going to be using the MP3 version, frogsandbirds.mp3. Okay, well, what does this mean? If we just save and we refresh, one thing is, well, where's the audio? The reason there's no audio here, or any ability to control it, is because we have not provided the controls attribute, which basically just means that the audio loaded in the background and just sat there. It didn't do anything, didn't play, it didn't start muted or anything else. It just sat there and didn't do anything. Okay, so we save after we add the controls attribute, we refresh, and now we notice that the browser has automatically popped up a version of the audio clip, all 41 seconds of it. The good thing is, if you play it, you'll notice that we have audio. Okay, that's a lot of audio. So what if a person can't support the MP3 file, or in case the browser can't do it as well? Well, in that case, we do the exact same thing like we did before and have a fallback link. Multimedia, Frogs and Birds MP3. Listen to the resort traffic. What a traffic report. All right, so now we save, we refresh, and now we have the audio starting over as well. For the older browsers, we can load different versions, including the source. And for that, we have, taking these SRC out, keeping the controls, source SRC equals MP3, type audio MP3. And if you want, you can self-close it to make brackets work easier. Source SRC multimedia Frogs and Birds OGG. Type audio OGG. Source SRC multimedia Frogs and Birds.wave. Type equals audio / wave. There we go. So now, just like the video, the browser will automatically determine which one it can and doesn't need to worry about which one it can't play based on what's available. Now, just like the video, we also have the ability to add other Boolean attributes, but with audio, it's a little harder to deal with. Let me give you a good example. Auto play. That's perfect, right? Well, we save, we refresh, and whoa, that's a lot of audio. Where did that come from? Well, I need to find it and pause it. Not a good thing to do. Well, let's try muted. Okay, we save, we refresh, and now the audio plays, but you can't hear anything because it's muted. Well, what's the point of playing audio automatically if it's muted? Well, let's go over the top and make things looped. Okay, save, refresh. The audio automatically plays, it's muted, we go to the end, 41, and it loops back over again. Well, let's take away the muted portion and see what happens. Save, refresh. Okay, go to the end, 38, 39, 40, and it loops back over. So the loop does exactly what we want, the autoplay does exactly what we want, but with those it will be a little complex. If we take away the controls attribute, we save, we refresh, and now we have audio playing, and it's on a loop, but we have no way to control it. So what are we supposed to do? There's no way to turn it off. Well, that's a pain in the butt. There's no way to do anything with it. So that is a very bad thing to do. So, with audio, stay away from the autoplay and the loop features and always have the controls. Otherwise, if you have autoplay, muted, and loop, but without controls, then the audio will play in the background at a muted volume, but also loop continuously, which is just a waste on resources and everything else. So even though you don't see the tab playing audio right now, because technically the audio is muted, it's in the background, it's playing on a loop, it's using resources and bandwidth, and it's a waste of time. So if you have audio, please always use controls. Stay away from loop, autoplay, and everything else unless you absolutely have to use it. Okay, so that is everything for Chapter 6. We've covered inserting videos, we've inserted our own video, used a poster, audio tag, and a bunch of other stuff. If you have any questions about Chapter 6, please let me know via email or hit me up on Twitter. If you have any questions about anything else, let me know as well. I'll get back to you the best way I know how, and hopefully with an answer you can use. If you have not already taken a look at the assignments for Chapter 6, please do so you can go ahead and get started on them instead of waiting until the last minute to do so, because chances are these may be a little more confusing than you expected.